Hello and welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book pull list for the week of April 3rd, 2024. Hope everyone survived Easter and April Fool's Day. Decent sized week for me this week, mainly just because there's a bunch of variant covers. But yeah, so let's get right into it. First up, we have Batman number 146. Currently behind on Batman, as most of you know, so I'm going to play catch up, but currently I'm catching up on Catwoman and Nightwing. Nightwing, I'm pretty close to. I'm getting closer. I'll be at issue 100. Yeah, and then Catwoman, I think I'm at 44 or 43. I can't remember exactly, but catching up. Next up, Birds of Prey number 8. I've been enjoying Birds of Prey for the most part. I'm about 3 issues behind on it, so I need to get caught up on it. But overall, it's been fairly decent. Next up, we have Deep Cuts number 6. This didn't come out for a while and then came out in a flurry. So I have a handful of these to actually read. Let's make sure, yeah, this is number 6. So I got to get to them. But the ones I did read are fantastic. If you like music and comic books, jazz, anything, just check it out. It's fantastic. Seriously, you need to check it out. Next up, we have the new volume of Geiger is out. Geiger number 1. Ghost Machine is pumping out a whole bunch of books, especially this week. I checked this out with their Ghost Machine special. I was excited for it. I liked the original Geiger. So if you haven't checked it out, you can find those in paperback, and you can pick those up and check them out. Next up, we have Love Everlasting. This is issue 14. I'm a handful behind on this, but I'll get to it. It's Tom King's romance comic. Next up, I picked up the variant cover for this because it's Joel Jones, but that's for Minor Threats: The Fastest Way Down, number 1. I'm going to check it out to see if I want to keep getting it. Minor Threats was okay. Patton Oswalt's book it's good. I just didn't like the miniseries that came out. It just didn't hit right. So I'm hesitant with this one, but we'll see where it goes. My guess is I'm just gonna probably check it out and go and not continue getting it. But I did like that Joel Jones cover, so did snag that. Next up, we have a Ram V book, and that is The One Hand. This is issue 3. I need to read issue 2 and the Six Fingers, issue 2. So, but those two go in tandem with each other. So if you're only picking up one, you should be grabbing the other one, and they're both really, really good. So check it out. Next up, we have Poison Ivy number 21. Batman's in her clutches, so we'll see what happens there, or when I finally get to it. Yeah, I know I'm behind on a lot. The next two are the other Ghost Machine titles out this week. The first one is Redcoat number 1. So super excited to check this out. And then we have Rook Exodus. Checking that one out as well. Which one is this? One is Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch is the creative team, and this one is Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, with a few others involved. But yeah, I'm super excited. The Ghost Machine preview was good. If you're curious about these books, see if your local shop has a copy of the Ghost Machine preview that came out about a month or so ago. I picked it up. I enjoyed it. If you do need a copy, head over to comicsconspiracy.biz, and you can search up there and order it online. Next up, we have The Sacrificers number 7. So I got caught up with The Sacrificers first volume, and it was fantastic. So I cannot wait to see where this goes. Rick Remender is normally hit or miss for me, but he's hitting it out of the park with Sacrificers. So I highly recommend you check it out. Next up, we have Shazam number 10. Wade is not on this one, so I'm not sure if he's coming back or not. But I am super stoked to get into Shazam. Hopefully, it's still as good as the other stuff by Johns. See. Next up, we have, I believe this is the last issue. We'll see. Superman the Metal Curtain 78 number 6. So I read the first one, Superman 78. I liked it. Iron Curtain's been good. I'm just a handful of issues behind, but I'm gonna knock it out of the park and finish it up. Next up, we have Traveling to Mars number 11. I got caught up with this series, and now I'm a few issues behind. But man, Mark Russell knocks it out of the park with this series. It's the reason why it's an Eisner Best New Series. So yeah, if you're not checking that out, you should. Next up, we have Void Rivals from Robert Kirkman's Skybound Hasbro Universe, or Energon Universe, I should say. I'm a few behind, but I've enjoyed Void Rivals so far, and all of the stuff that's going on with the Energon Universe is interesting and engaging. And for somebody who's not a G.I. Joe or Transformers fan, naturally, it's really cool to see those being pushed to the forefront and quality being put into these comics. So if you're not checking them out, you should. And finally on my pull list is Walking Dead Deluxe number 86. Yes, that means I have 86 issues of Walking Dead Deluxe to read. That's it for what I picked up this week to read. I do have my variants. I picked up the Jim Lee Spotlight variant for Batman number 146. I believe these are the ones that he did for his during COVID. He did a sketch thing where he would sketch something and then somebody would bid on that sketch, and then the winner would pick the next sketch, or like it did something like that. He did it during COVID. I didn't get a chance to get a copy of the book that they put out at when it was put out, which sucked because there were some really good ones in there. I really enjoyed the Sandman ones. The Death one was amazing. But they're utilizing some of those prints right now for DC covers, so that's the Batman 146. And then we have Birds of Prey, the C cover. This is Michaela Nanin. So I snagged that bad boy up there. The Jim Lee one, the Jim Lee Spotlight for Birds of Prey number 8 was the Big Bardo, which is an awesome one from the things that he did during COVID. Next up we have Geiger. I believe this is the Ivan Rice variant cover, so I snagged that one up for issue 1. We got finally our Justice Society of America number 9, the Tony Harris cover. So I got that one. That one's from a few weeks ago. But those finally came in because we were shorted. And wonderful David Nakayama does the variant cover for Poison Ivy. This is the B cover. Fantastic. And I snagged the 1 in 25 Biketh Evely. Butcher it, but that one's so awesome. Her art is just so amazing. So I picked up the Ivan Rice red coat variant. So I snagged that one up. And I believe this is Ivan Rice as well. Yeah, I think this is Ivan Rice as well. And I got the Rook Exodus one. I did grab Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum, the prequel comic to the game that's garbage. Picked up the Dan Parsons main cover, and this is cover 4, I guess, the Stephanie Hans. I snagged that one up as well. I'm not reading them. I'm reading them digitally. The first issue wasn't bad, so hopefully the rest of them are good, but I read them on DC Infinite, so yeah. So that's where I take care of reading all of to get caught up on stuff. I'm reading on DC Infinite. So far, it's been a good investment to get the year subscription and just go. If you read 100 comics, it's $1 a book. If you read 300 comics, it's 30 cents a book. So it's a really solid way to be able to check out something and even check out older issues that you might not have access to. I did grab a few graphic novels and get through those real quick. I picked up the YA book Bad Dream, a Dreamer story. Graphic novels for young adults. This one, of course, is about Dreamer, who is the transgender superhero. So I'm going to check this out, see if it's any good. But yeah, I like some of these. These are at least good size, and I think a good amount has come out. Next up is The Forged by Greg Rucka, Volume 1. I have not read, or Volume 2. I have not read Volume 1, and I keep getting it. So I need to probably get caught up and read it since, I'm 2 trades in. But Greg Rucka normally doesn't disappoint, so I'm willing to give it a shot. And that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up. Any questions, comments, all that fun stuff. Been super busy lately. We've been doing a lot of shipping at the store. So, man, it's just nonstop ship. But yeah, what can you do? We did not record this week. We're off this week. It's a bye week. We're doing every other week for the Comics Conspiracy podcast. So next week we will be on. But if you want to check out the podcast, you can head a link in the description below. Head over there and check out the Comics Conspiracy. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting some products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. You can also help me out a little more directly by clicking on any of the links in the description below. This week we'll feature Bad Dream and The Forge Volume 2, as well as I have 2 books up that I think everyone should be picking up, which is Wonder Woman Historia and The Many Deaths of Laila Starr. That'll probably switch up hopefully soonish. Rare Flavors is really good. as well as the Rambeads. That one hand has been good too, so we'll see. Or something else might slide in there and take that spot. But yeah, pick those up. Or you can head over to my eBay page, Brock's Basement, over on eBay. I'm listing stuff. I got a couple things up this past weekend. One item is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Road set, all first prints, all cover Ace. That's up there if you want to check it out. Link in the description below for that. And yeah, if you like the Transformers artist, currently I did get Wonder Woman Dead Earth, the black label oversized up. So that's that up as well. But yeah, you can follow me on the social media, Twitter and Bluesky. I'm at brocksager. On Instagram, it's at brocksbasement, as well as over on TikTok, it's brocks, no apostrophe, .basement. So you can find me there. I'm hell diving every single fucking night. Like right now, I want to finish this video and go hell dive. They've just updated some. They patched it today, so I need to go see what that's all about and how that affects it. But I capped at level 50 a few days ago, and then today they upped the thing, the level cap. So I got there, short lived, but I got there. So yep. I don't think there's anything else this week. There's a tired. I'm really tired. Like this past weekend, Easter weekend, I had all of the aches, body aches, and it sucked. So hope everyone's doing well. I don't need that redhead filter. That's just natural. So for those of you know, you know. All right, everyone, have a good week. I'll see you next.